Okay, YouTube, here is a GE AHC14AZW1 air conditioner. It's a GE. This is what the front looks like. And I have seen a lot on YouTube about this design and also on GE's site about how these things either won't work or they'll display 88 on the display, do a bunch of weird random things, beep, not turn on, not regulate the temperature well, stuff like that. This unit has two boards. One is kind of the power board, handles the relay switching for the compressor and the fan. And this board down here is the front board that goes basically about right here in the unit, behind the front panel. And that is sort of the brains of the whole operation and tells that power board what to do. So what we have going on here that I found causes this is this chip is glued and then soldered to this board. And I don't know if that orange glue behind this chip that was behind this chip is corrosive or if it just traps moisture because of where the board is sitting in the unit. It's getting hot and cold all the time. It's subject to humidity and whatnot. Even though it's in this little plastic housing here, it's not sealed up, so I imagine from that cooling and heating, some humidity can get trapped in there. And in my case, what happened was this trace, which is the sixth one down, this little feed through here behind the chip, you can see where it's marked with the little white triangles to show you where the chip is. This trace was actually corroded open, and the glue behind the chip had a bunch of corrosion in it, and I think what happened is that corrosion eventually ate the trace open and caused the unit to not work at all. So I had to take this to my soldering rework station and remove the chip with some hot air and find out what's going on. So once I got the chip off, underneath there was corrosion around several of those feed throughs, but that sixth one was corroded open. So basically what I did is soldered a little wire onto the trace, went through the hole, and soldered to the trace on the other side, which connects to this pin of the chip where you see no trace leaving the pin. I think it's either the third or fourth one, the fourth one I think, from the end. You can see where there's no trace exiting the chip. That's where that feed through actually connects on the other side. So I cleaned all that glue out of there and all that corrosion out of there. And a lot of manufacturers, they put a clear coat over these boards that they expect to get damp and to protect from such things, but there doesn't seem to be any protection on this. So, you know, who knows? Next class action suit against GE, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or anything. I just troubleshot the problem, and it came down to that's what it is. Now I imagine that corrosion under there, depending on how it develops, if it creates a conductivity path between any of these or any of the other pins, it could cause all sorts of weird things to happen. You know, unit turns off, unit displays 88 and all the lights come on. The beeper up here on this board beeps on and off. The unit turns on and off. Who knows what all kind of weird things it might do with corrosion underneath the chip there. But that seemed to be what the problem was, and that solved it. Now again, my model is an AHC14AZW1. I have seen that there's a 12,000 BTU version of this machine, and maybe some other ones. But they look like this with that board located in the front panel right here, right above the evaporator and right below where the air comes out. So that's subject probably to a lot of damp air and temperature changes, which could be part of what contributes to all this trouble. So hopefully that will help somebody out and help them to repair their unit. Thanks for watching.